Alright everybody, Zachman18 here. Welcome back to the WTZM TV channel 18 Superstation. It is time to continue on with our Let's Play of the Novelist on the PC. Really cool game so far. I am loving this. This is definitely something way different than any other indie game that I've ever played. The story is really interesting. The mechanics for this game are really cool too. How you can kind of go back and possess the lights and stuff, and it's really cool. So we left off yesterday. We picked. We didn't pick the wife's decision, which was to have the husband spend time. It was the husband, actually getting to work on his book, as well as being able to hang with his son. Kind of a really tough decision, but there's the story so far right there, so you guys can pause the video if you want to do that, if you guys want to read that. But let's go ahead and jump right back into it. Full house. A friend of Dan's was coming to visit, but something. Where are they? Where are they? Check sofa, call Chamber of Commerce, wholesale in town. Dang, it's back. Guy, probably not expecting to hear from you, were you? You know I'm all about surprises. Look, we're going to hit the coast this next weekend. We're doing the drive from LA to Seattle. I have an interview up there on Tuesday, and Kelly has a friend who's... Okay. One of three clues found. Okay. Now, what the heck? We'll finish it. And Kelly's friend who's going to introduce her to some casting people from Vancouver. Can we crash at your place on the way up? I should be pulling through next Friday. I was thinking we could use it as an excuse to jam on our books. I want to see your new stuff, and I have a draft I want you to take a look at. I'm way beyond knowing what's good or not with my work, so I could really use your advice, and you know I'll give it to you straight without your new book. Is there a title yet? Could be an impromptu writer's workshop, I guess. Anyway, I think it'd be fun. Let me know, T. Okay, so we're just searching the house for clues. Honey, I'm sorry it's been so long since my last letter, but we've been all over the place. Have you gotten settled into that big house yet? I hope getting away from everything has been helpful for you and Dan. I'm writing because, speaking of getting away, your father and I are going to take a road trip. I found some good AARP deals, and with your father only working part-time, it wasn't very hard to arrange time off. It's been too long since our last trip. I've always enjoyed changes of scenery, and as you're hopefully learning, it can be just the thing a marriage needs. Lord knows it helped us. The trip won't take us close enough to the shore to come visit, I'm sorry to say, and if you write back, we'll be gone before your letter arrives. We'll call if one of our motels says long distance, but if we don't get a chance to call, send my love to Dan and Thomas. You know your father and I want the best for you all. Love, Mom. I hear typing. Typity type, as Bob would say. Bob, if you're watching this and you heard me say that, comment below. That'd be quite interesting if you did. Wow, there she is. How'd she get there?
Hey, honey. Hey, Mommy.
Play Race and Roger longer. Alright. Let's walk on his memories.
Can Davy sleep over? Let me call his mom.
So the noise will lead us closer to... And there's the other two. I should make sure no one here bullies Tommy.
Good news. Mom called today with a change of plans. They made better time on the first leg of the trip than they expected, and they're coming to visit. Bad news, they want to come this weekend. Did Dan tell Tina they could stay here for sure, or is that still up in the air? I'll ask after dinner. She sounded cheerful enough on the phone, though I can't help wondering if they took this trip because they hit another rough patch. I hope not. I hope they just want to see Tommy and have a classic MIIVERSE family feast, though maybe seeing how they've ended up will be good perspective for Dan and me. Speaking of which, Dad better not get nosy. I've told him 1,000,000 times that my marriage is not his business. Maybe I'll try the thing Christine told me. When someone asks you something private, just say, "Why do you ask?" Put it back on them and see if they've actually got a reason to get into your business. Yeah, I've got to remember to try that. We'll see how he answers that one.
Talked to Davy's parents and they're okay with him sleeping over. They said they'd take care of Tommy some weekend in return. I know the timing isn't great, but maybe we can work something out. Let's talk when you get up, Lynn.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
It's gonna change if it doesn't even try.
I've barely had any journal entries since we arrived, and I'm writing this one with a god-awful headache. Not a good track record so far, Linda. I tried to get Dan to take a night off last night, but he said he just didn't have the time. So I opened that bottle of wine myself after Tommy got to bed and somehow finished the whole thing. I knew I should have eaten something, and now I'm paying for it. Alright, time to see if my stomach's settled enough to figure out where we put the aspirin. It's gonna take a while to get used to where everything is in this place.
Yeah, I really like how really well this game plays out. I mean, it's not like a big challenge. I mean, it's just kind of like a fun little exploration game. Aha.
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
I'm checking to see if this is a fold-out.
Watch that ugly sweater. So sweater. Okay. So we'll wait to find theirs. Okay.
What about Tommy?
He can sleep with us.
I usually... Oh, there it is. There it is.
Broke through the fog last night. I found my notebook and it was all right there. Scott takes Alice to the lake to feed the swans and he's too self-absorbed to switch up his go-to move. And Sarah's there waiting to confront him. He ends up losing them both. It's simple, but it's a clean way to hit the past as anchor theme. I have no clue how I forgot that part, but it doesn't matter now. It's like a dam broke. I got the chapters to Paul on schedule with enough time to do first pass revisions. God, I'm glad that's over.
Okay.
Hey, Molly. Hey, honey.
So there's still a couple clues that we need to look for, so we'll keep looking around here. So at least we know where the sweater is.
Let's work something out.
Typity type.
I took Tynan up on the book jam. He hasn't seen a word of my new book, and fresh eyes are priceless. He bailed me out on Tramer's Way. I hope he understands how much of that book worked because of him. I still remember when we were walking to the pond, and he had the idea about using newspaper clips and police reports. Of course, no matter how many times I tell interviewers it was his idea, they just keep giving me the credit. Maybe they just want the tidy auteur version. Oh well, can't change that.
Let's just hope he has an idea for this one too. Freddy can't get here soon enough.
Fishing poles. We've seen those before. There they are. And where's Tommy? Tommy boy.
Here we go.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Check those fishing poles, maybe we can find a pond. Wash that ugly sweater Mom and Dad gave me so they continue wearing it. We can use the blue sheets to make a sofa for it. Alright, so I do want to, I kind of want to, be fair with everybody. So I do definitely want to pick Linda. Okay, so we'll pick her outcome. But we're still whispering it to Dan, right? Right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. You may also find a compromise with additional character. Okay. We can use the blue sheets to make a fort? What? I'm now starting to notice something strange with the light here. It must be those windows. I was reviewing old deeds in the living area and saw some sort of flash of light out of the corner of my eye. I would assume the the elevation would put the ocean too far away for the sun to reflect off a wave, but perhaps not. I looked, but there was nothing there except a strange shimmer like heat above the asphalt of a hot road. It dissipated almost immediately. Perhaps some concentration of the light caused it. But on to work. I've begun cataloging possible options for the property. I owe Mr. Lowry a report by the 24th. I failed to log my activities yesterday as nothing of note occurred. There have been no tricks of the light for 2 days, and I've grown certain that the ones I saw were reflections from the ocean and probably reaching the house. I've been able to focus on the task in hand, and I am suitably pleased with the condition of the property. I've also reached a decision on how to proceed. It came to me this morning as I stood in the conservatory admiring the beauty of the forest. I hadn't begun my work yet and was thinking of nothing in particular, when an idea came into my head, fully formed. I was surprised that it appeared with such clarity, but it's not unheard of for the mind to ponder a question in the subconscious. As for the idea, it's quite simple. I will buy the house myself. This is such a tough decision. Fishing pole, blue sheets. Fishing pole, blue sheets. I'm gonna go with Dan's. Remember, this is my own decisions. I mean, I should be in charge of my own decisions. So, I hope you guys like my decisions. But if you don't, I mean, I'm sorry, it's just what I think would be interesting. I'm just kind of, you know, trying to even it out between everybody, so. Alright, here we go. Linda was so excited to see her parents that she almost felt happy putting on the hideous sweater they'd given her the previous Christmas. She paid close attention to how her mother and father interacted, and more than once she and Dad talked about her own marriage in that context. The visit was a success, and her father was well behaved by his standards. Tennant and Kelly were surprised to find that they weren't the only guests that weekend, but they were still glad to have a place to stay. Dan and Tim didn't get as much time to work on their books as they wanted, though they did trade a handful of high-level ideas. That's good. Tommy cried when Dan told him that Davy wouldn't be able to sleep over, and the fact that the extra sheets were used for grown-up house guests instead of a sofa for it only upset him more. He didn't want to sleep with his parents, and in the middle of the night he woke up and tried to get back into his room, causing an embarrassing scene. See, it's hard making decisions like that. Because, I mean, I know he's just a kid, but I don't know. That's just what I think. So, but that's gonna do it for this one, guys. The funeral is what we're gonna be going to. That night Linda got a phone call. Uh-oh. This should be interesting. So, here's the story so far. So what we learned here is when... Okay. Oh, wow. Linda's grandmother's funeral. So that was probably her last letter that her grandmother... Or not Linda's grandmother. Or Linda's mom wrote that to her. I don't know. When Linda and Tommy surprised visitors the same weekend that Dan's friend was visiting, Dan changed his plans so Linda's parents could visit, but still had his friend over for whatever writing time they could fit in, which wasn't much. Oh, it sucks. When Linda's grandmother's funeral was the same day as Dan's book signing and a trip they'd planned with Tommy. Wow. It sounds like there's quite a lot of confliction that's going to happen in this next one, so... But anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Once again, if you guys are liking this Let's Play so far, please give this video a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe to me on YouTube, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, add me on your 3DS, and leave me your friend code in the comments below. And let me know what you guys think of the game so far in the comments below. Also, follow me on Twitter and add me on Google+. And thanks for watching, everybody. This has been part number 2 of our Let's Play of the Novelist on the PC. I'm Zachman18, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video, coming soon. Peace out.